everyone, just we here going back to a new Simpsons video, and today we are back with yet the new episode on my re-reviewing my favorite episodes of The Simpsons, and we are with the one from season 32 with Lily, which I know a lot of people aren't really. I've seen aren't really fans of Lily, especially how she is in the episode, but I don't really personally mind her character, but I still love this episode though. And it starts with Willie just telling the tale of this British girl that all the guys in England were pretty much picking fights just to win her over and see how popular she was as well. And apparently she was too hot. She was too hot for the country that they banished her to America. I mean, just imagine that, though. Just imagine you being too hot or too attractive and you have no choice but to go to another country. Like, just think about that, though. Think about that. And, yeah, Lily is in the plane and all the guys are just looking at Lily. And even one of the guys working in the plane is like, will you marry me? And then he just gets, of course, his heart broken. Which is funny. And yeah, we see all these other celebrities trying to open up to Lily, but of course he's not interested. And then she decides to go, which of course, to Springfield. And she goes to Moe's and starts doing this song. And yeah, Homer says that Marge and the kids are going to this thing that Marge family has invited them to. And yeah, of course they say no Homers. Which, of course, the dogs are being kept with Ned. Even Homer's own father is saying that, I love you, to Ned. And Homer is trying to follow Marge as keep her in his sight at all times, or as long as he can. And Homer goes onto the weight station, and yeah, truck overweight. Yeah, Homer is apparently so heavy that it even says overweight on the where the trucks would need to go on. And then he goes to Moe's, and Lily is like, open a bloody window. And when she opens it, it's like, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I just love that. And then Moe just closes it, and it's like, doo, 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 like a dark, sinister song. And then, hallelujah, when he opens it. Doo, doo, doo. I just love that. And of course, all of the guys that were not married, that were trying to get Lily to fall in love with her, she was not interested. But the one man that does not have any affections, or not even trying to, not paying really any attention to Lily, she falls in love with. Yeah. Lily falls in love with Homer. I mean, that's something that would certainly happen in today's world, right? Where I'm sure that somebody that you're not attracted to or not interested in is trying to date the one person that is married, right? Trying to win and love the one person that is married. And here's the thing, too. Homer does mention that he is married and he does have kids. But of course, Lily is aware. But of course, she still otherwise still tries to take Homer. And of course, he tries to call Marge. And yeah, the call fails because, well, she's got enough on her plate right now. And then they make it to the cabin, and yeah, it starts pouring. And yeah, Lily just singing to Homer. And going outside and Barney, being a good guy, coming out wondering why Lily is crying and saying that Homer doesn't give a thing about her. And that she's in love with him. Again, Homer is just one of the most attractive people, I guess, because we've seen so many women that were attracted to Homer, right? We've seen so many girls that tried to get Homer, though. I tell you that. And Marge wakes up the next morning, and yeah, Bart gets these bites and gets these leeches that has to get pulled out. And Lily comes at the nuclear plant, inviting them all for this British lunch picnic. And of course, Mr. Burns is seeing Lily and thinking that Homer is his way in to get Lily. And yeah, of course, Lily winks at Homer, and he's like, uh-oh. I mean, Larlene does admit, before Homer goes back to the kids and Marge, saying that, just to be clear, you weren't going to go all in on me. And she's like, yeah, she was going to go all in on Homer. So, you can clearly tell that, yeah, Lily's probably would do the same thing with Homer, too. And, yeah, we see Marge and Bart still recovering, and Maggie, being such a little adorable cutie she is, gets some seashell, or some crabs, seashells, or clams, and she just throws them out in the water. And, of course, Lily goes out to meet Homer, but it's just so Mr. Burns can have this date. And, of course, it's very embarrassing as well. And Lily makes an excuse like pouring champagne on her and this bottle as well, just to get out of there. And, of course, she just starts doing her mouth on Homer's lip, just rubbing it. And then, of course, Homer is like, that's enough, I'm taking you home. And she kisses Homer. When Homer is walking her to her house, she's like, give me one proper kiss goodbye. And he's like, no. And she kisses him. Yeah. Homer's been kissed by so many other women he's kissed so many other women that while he is married to Marge. And of course he's like, this is good, but is it worth rotting in hell? And then, of course, Lily is like, we'll see each other in our dreams. So Homer is trying to do everything that he can to not go to sleep. He's trying everything that he can, but he falls asleep. And then he starts to think about Lily until Marge comes home early. And Homer is like, I'm not going to let you go. And Lily starts to call Homer. And, of course, she wants to see Homer. She wants Homer to come to her house. And, yeah, Homer is walking towards that way. And he's starting to think about Lily. And then he starts hearing Marge singing. And, again, being the very wonderful, loyal man that he is to his family, he goes back to Marge and says that he'll never leave Marge, and gives her a rose. Again, I feel like people don't really say how good Homer is in the inside. Yes, he does a lot of not good things most of the time, but most of the time, again, he is loyal to his family, though. He is loyal to his family, and that's what I love about Homer. And of course, Lily is crying and going back to London. And, yeah, just saying that there wasn't nothing there besides heartbreaks. And, yeah, she'll never find somebody like Homer again. Until she sees this guy that looks exactly like Homer. And he, of course, asks if he's married and will you shave off the mustache. And he's, of course, saying yes and definitely. So, I mean, it does end good for Lily, at least. She's with somebody that looks like Homer. Right? That looks like Homer, even though it's not. But again, still a good episode, I will definitely say. A lot of funny moments, especially that whole window part in Moe's Tavern with the hallelujah and that I just loved when opening and closing the window. I just loved. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comments below. Get to the next one.